welcome back to Disco Elysium. Let's do an internal examination summary.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
You don't even have a joke.
Nope. Right, an A.
Man, we suck.
Musculoskeletal.
I bet
Purge
was
fluid
a
is coming
one-off.
from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Ugh.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable.
Write it down.
Respiratory system.
Back hunched as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
Look inside the dead man's mouth.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his. No, you don't. You can keep it in. You can keep anything in.
Oh, look deeper inside.
You manage to suppress the contractions trying to enter your stomach. All it takes is concentration. Through it, you see nothing but darkness. More meat and darkness.
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later.
Ancient mysteries, you say?
Hemorrhaging present in mucus.
Write it down.
Hepatobiliary. Na.
Why? Don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
I don't think so.
Neither am I.
And that's it?
That's it.
NA.
Same for toxicology and serology. Na.
Both?
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there.
NA.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits lividity in the lower extremities, feet, hands, and neck, visually consistent with the hanging.
Write it down.
Gastrointestinal.
He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around, to the ground, to the pool of feces there.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Write it down. Keep the voila.
What's next on the list?
3. Description of injuries. Summary.
I'm afraid we can't continue before we've gone through both the external and internal examination first, thoroughly.
External examination summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
He turns the body onto its side to check the underwear label.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
Write it down.
The boots are ceramic. Vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
Write it down.
Tattoos.
He stands up, feet planted on either side of the body.
The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a national pattern. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini.
Write it down.
The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end.
Write it down.
Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing.
Write it down.
Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Write it down. Short, light brown, male pattern baldness.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
How could they? Why are we talking shit about Kuno's velocity? Kuno's got the best velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
And then-
Write it down, but a man for high velocity.
You get your mark.
The lieutenant produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You've got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Oh yeah, I'm prepared. Pet the chain cutters. I call it Martha.
The hanged
Oh,
man
no.
lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his nose.
Good thing we have Martha.
Always good to think ahead. Now,
He points to the rope, squeezing the dead man's neck.
we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
58% as is. I'm cool as pig. I agree.
Look for a good spot to cut.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east. The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit
Ooh.
in there. Steady now, like a flower arranger. Two
So
cuts, and it
what
should
do-
come
oh.
loose.
Interfacing gave instructions because we succeeded on this check.
Okay, so let's roll it.
As long as it's not snake eyes.
After
Hey!
some deliberation,
Hey!
you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow.
How much do we win by?
By one?
What?
Well, we did roll a 1 on one of the dice.
Oh, okay. And if we would have tied, would the game would have won, or would we have won?
Ties go to us.
Okay. Press down.
Like that, like what you have to meet basically, because it says medium 11. You have to meet 11 or higher.
Okay.
Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
The lieutenant has kneeled closer, running his finger along the dark red groove until there's a gap.
As it ought to. This is where its grip on the curdled meat is gentlest, pulling up.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Write it down.
Chest is intact. Normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant. Pelvis intact. Genitalia.
He pulls down the man's pants.
No! Let's get out and see!
I fucking knew it!
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Write it down and move on.
Aww.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
So I just thought of this. What if we looked at it and it made us feel inferior and we took morale damage?
That would be sad and hilarious.
Oh, that would have been great. I hadn't even thought about that.
Bullets have bitten little pieces out of him. It must have been excruciating, especially the hip. Before you is a temple of pain that knew little tenderness in life.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
This is the body of a soldier. A mercenary.
Mm-hmm. We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars.
Write it down.
Last item. Hands.
He takes the man's right hand in his, inspects it, then moves to the other.
Pick up the hand.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from? And what's your name?
The...
What was that?
What the?
I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Kobo. What can I do for you, Il Kobo di Cappadocia?
Pleasure's all mine. Tell me, are you a temple of pain and a stranger to tenderness?
You get me, Kobo. I feel like you were once for tenderness and kisses yourself. But then shit went south. And now you're ahead of even me on the pain front. We should do this more often. Be close like this. I mean...
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
The dead man's fingers slip from your hand, cold and sausage-like.
Why does this game have to be so descriptive sometimes?
Because this is a writer going crazy.
Okay, because sausage-like fingers, that's just too much information.
Of all the things, it's the fingers that have too much information.
Well, like, also, like, the corpse neck, like, bleeding like bread, and I'm just like, ugh!
I mean, you are inspecting the corpse. I would expect it to be descriptive.
But still, ugh! like, describing skin like bread is just a little bit, ugh.
I think that's the point.
Were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Me too! Write it down! Blech!
Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
Description of injuries. Now that we fully examined the body.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
Be thorough if you want maximum results.
Bite marks. 1. Bite marks.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And
Write it
your
down,
own
simulator! Mm, mm, mm. Non-fatal post-mortem.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusion, sorry.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Write it down.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
The hanging did it, but could Kuno have thrown rocks at him, or could the Hardy Boys throw rocks at him?
I mean, the option is this what killed him or not?
So the hanging killed him. So non-fatal just the post-mortem threw me off. I mean, like,
Postmortem
as he
means
was
after death.
Yes, like that. I knew that. But was he throwing rocks at before mortem? So just the non-fatal.
I mean, not according to Kim. At least he's saying there's no inflammatory response. So the body wasn't alive any longer when it happened.
Oh, okay, then non-fatal.
Right. Next.
What about the injuries we have inflicted?
Oh, so we inflicted them?
Oh.
Okay, I have inflicted.
Okay, so there's a spin-stabilized munition from a Kiel A990 muzzleloader lodged in his lung. I don't think we should mention that. Better not to muddy the waters.
I agree. The waters are muddy enough.
See? These pigs are fucking corrupt.
The boy nods approvingly.
Why don't you fuck him if you love him so much?
Now, injuries.
Get a room, you two kids!
They're like 12, man.
But there is so much unresolved sexual tension between them.
Is there?
I don't know.
Maybe we need to probe Kuno and find out.
Hey Kuno, what do you think of Kuno ass, huh? What's this 4th injury you feel for?
Nothing. Just in case.
Ligature mark.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Write it down.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible. Think for a moment. There's time. Don't rush.
Opinion. Fatal injury.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a start. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
Wow! 2 skill points we have!
Mm-hmm.
First, how did it go?
Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy.
What else?
We were thorough with the list of injuries, too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order?
Well, that's one good thing about my new headset. I could mute it when I have a coughing fit. So, perhaps a drink is in order. Later, I mean.
Now, you see, that worries me. You will die if you drink. You know that, don't you? You are proving a useful detective. The organization would miss you.
Oh, so he just shot me down.
Yep.
What now?
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg.
We put a copy from the autopsy pages.
For processing.
Looks at the dead man one more time, then slips the slip of red paper in his hand, then at the corpse again.
You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse.
Ooh.
Wait. Establish a probable cause of death is a -1?
That's probably because there could be something else, but we've already said that there's something there.
Oh, could we change something else that will raise our perception?
We can't do it mid-conversation, but I can look.
Okay, so if we leave, then we come back.
Yeah, because we're not telling
Okay.
him to bag him yet.
Okay, so leave.
What do we got here? Alright, nothing's taking away from perception at the moment. Conceptual, physical, visual... Nope. We could always bump it with the two skill points we have.
Yes, let's bump it 1.
We want perception to go up.
Yes.
Alright, we did 1.
let-
We still have 1 more if we wanted to pump it in there.
Let's just check. Let's just check it now to see what the roller rate is.
Alright.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep
8.
breath.
8. So if we would put another one in perception, it would probably be at 13, which is still
13 or
pretty-
26. It might make it 1/4. I don't know for sure.
You know. Let's just search the body one more time.
Again, we could just leave it.
Uh,
Your call. 'Cause this is a one-time shot. Oh no, this is a white check. So if we raise perception again, we can try again.
And just leave the body here all day.
Pretty much. And we've already left it hanging from the tree for a whole day.
Let's try it one more time, and then we just.
You run your
Oh.
hands over the victim's cold body. His
Oh.
limbs,
We
Really?
need
also with
14.
its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
Give up.
The corpse seems to yawn contentedly, as though it's glad you've run out of steam.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
I've got a gut feeling there's more to this corpse.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Oh!
Okay. Oh! Ice bear!
That's just what hit me.
But where do we find a fridge for the body?
Hey, wasn't there a giant ice bear sarcophagus below that building?
He points toward the commercial area.
Why, yes, there was. It was massive, red eyes glowing in the dark.
Why, yes, there was!
Now, detective, I've rarely been disappointed by the size of a giant ice bear fridge. But I think we should still take a look at it first. Make sure it's big enough before we carry him over. Let's move. With every hour, whatever we are looking for in the deceased will become harder to find.
Nice. Gotta go check that ice bear fridge.
Yes! Ice bear would like separate checks. Ice bear has a conspiracy theory.
Does he?
The bear's
Um,
eyes are still glowing red. watching over all the ice cream wrappers hidden inside its belly.
Bears are smart. Congratulations, Bear. So what do you think of this fridge, Kim? It looks big enough for 2 corpses.
It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it is capacious and cold enough, too. Shall we go and get the body, then? I'll take the head, you take the feet. The stairs won't be easy, but we'll manage.
The 2 of you. Easily.
Okay, let's do this.
The body is heavier than you expected, and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the basement, then 10 more minutes to stuff it into the fridge. The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork.
Beautiful. A dead body in a nice bare fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done.
You've definitely earned a drink after this, perhaps even some pagan rites.
Really? You think it's good work?
No, not really. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed a dead body in a nice bare fridge. This story does not leave this room.
Yeah, I'm not proud either, but we did find a fridge.
As impressive as the fridge is, this is a small victory, among numerous defeats. At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection, under controlled circumstances.
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge,
Ooh,
the corpse
28%.
stands slumped, waiting.
Because it's refrigerated.
Do you know of anything that if we go to the clothing seller, can we check the stats of the clothing before we buy it, or
yeah.
are we?
Sure.
Oh, so do you know of anything that might boost perception?
I know there's something, but I don't remember what it is. It's probably glasses of some kind. But yeah, I don't remember the stats of like any of the specific items. And I could not tell you where you get them from, other than like that first set of like shoes and clothing in our room that we wake up in. I don't remember where anything else is.
Apparently, there are only 2 pieces of clothing that will boost perception.
Okay. You can just...
Cavalry boots and a amphibian sports visor.
We saw that. C Lang has it.
Yes.
So we can run
Yes!
and buy that quick. If I remember right, I want to say that was like $2.50. It was cheap, whatever the cost was. It was super cheap.
Yes. Could
But
we
we were
just
poor at the time, so
could we just click on like 1 or 2 green circles?
no.
Come on, man.
Rue de Saint-Ghislain 8B.
Come on, man. Let's just get some dimes going on.
A heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow. One more, let's even it out.
Okay.
The street sign reads, "Fuck the police."
And can we just finish up that chunk?
What is with you? So demanding.
Please! Just that. Okay, pigs,
Pigs
go home. Okay, we earned 50 cents. I'm happy now.
40 cents.
Okay, 40.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
Wrong thing.
In
This.
the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye.
Oh, wait. Why am I thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to?
Do something important? Something murder related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently.
This... that machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Very cool.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
What's it packing there? Point to the engine.
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
That's a 7-liter V12.
7.2. Supercharged.
The lieutenant is trying to suppress a smug smile, unsuccessfully.
A fine machine.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
There's a gentleness in the lieutenant's voice as his eyes run over the vehicle's contours.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down.
Okay, enough about the details.
Anything else?
Let's move.
Oh yeah, we could give them back that ball that we picked up too.
Ooh, yeah, let's do that.
We were going to Sea Lang first, but yes, we'll do that next.
Yes.
Nope. Is it this one?
You keep coming back.
If he really wants to save the economy,
Oh, wasn't that one?
I think it may have been the
Box?
bottommost box.
The shine of
stylish shades, huh? They'd be even more
$6.
stylish if you paid for
Yeah.
them with
Take it.
net worth.
Yep.
Go on.
sporty and practical, officer. Good choice.
Do we want to try again? We could find something maybe interesting in this box.
Sure.
No luck.
Nope.
All you find is this.
Oh,
Hey, at least
you don't like it? Sure.
Put the visor on.
I'll put it on once we get back in that basement.
Okay.
Actually, we'll talk to these guys first and give them back their ball.
Yeah.
Or a ball, I guess.
We are still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking.
Hey, I think I found you guys a new bull.
What is this? Are you mocking us? This isn't for pétanque.
The veteran stares at the shot-put ball in silence.
Now, no need to get angry again, René. I'm sure the officer tried his best. It's not like there's a bull kiosk here in Martinez.
Exactly, and I really did try.
Trying is worth as much as is accomplished. In this case, almost nothing. Fine. You try to right a wrong. It's still a gram better than actual nothing.
Is there anything you can tell me about this rifle?
It's a Bell McGrave. 4.46 caliber. Breech loading. Revachol made. Good weapon. Accurate and reliable.
his moves are quick and precise as he first checks the weapon, then aims it at the sea. This man knows firearms intimately.
This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
Sorry, I can't divulge that information.
I understand. Unfortunately, I don't know what else to tell you. These BMs are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
Renee, I found your guard booth.
Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the night. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
He adds with a slight sigh.
You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
So who was working your shift that night?
No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officers. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before, René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Mostly decorative?
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
He tries to argue.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Evan gets it. Big guys looking after this small, and everyone working together. I love it!
Can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now?
Got it. Thanks.
What about the picture you picked up?
Well, he said could we conclude?
I mean, about the guard booth. That's about
Okay, I saw a picture in there. You were in it.
Is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she
Oh.
sure as hell wasn't a
Oh, hey, look at that. It gave us XP on a level.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
28% chance if we want to check out what makes him stand so proud.
Is it? Can we leave and see if anything gives us composure that we own?
I don't think we have anyone right now, but we can check. Concept, percept, physical, drama. Nope. And the only minuses we have are in savoir-faire right now. Actually, there was one other one. Rhetoric.
Let's try it.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabinier do for you?
Nope.
Still, all you see is an old soldier refusing to replace his uniform with a civilian attire.
Anything else I can assist you with, officer?
Thank you for your time.
All right, let's go check out that lovely corpse one more time. Also, there were new people I just saw.
Huh?
Looking cool.
The bear's eyes are still glowing
42%.
red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse.
Do we have any more morale boost in case we...
We have 2 right now to heal it.
Let's try it.
You touch the dead man's body. His skin is cold, light blue and silvery in the light of the fridge. You still have no idea where to begin, or what to even do with him.
It'll come to you sooner or later. At least he's safe here until then.
Close the door?
No good.
Can we boost perception and morale?
What do you mean?
Like, boost 1, we have 2 skill points.
No,
Right?
we just leveled up, so I believe yes, we have 2.
So 1 to perception, 1 to morale.
I'm trying to remember which one morale actually is. What
I
skill.
think it might.
It's not in. It's not any of those. Is it this one? Info. Be a good guy at high levels. Yes, morale. That would be volition then. So boost
Okay,
volition.
then. Yes, please.
All right.
The bear's eyes are still glowing
58%.
red.
Oh.
It's guarding over the freezing
Let's
corpse
try
hidden
it
inside
again.
its belly.
Nope.
You touch
Crap.
the bear's body. It's
Let's wait until tomorrow.
Or until we get another level. One of the two.
Yep. Which might occur on the next episode of Disco Elysium.
If we get a big boost like we were before, yeah, maybe.